is unethical. This is unethical.
This is unethical.
Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth Radio. This is unethical. This is unethical. This is unethical. Dirty Mouth Radio. Dirty Mouth.
Dirty Mouth Radio.
What up? It's your boy Kemetic Energy, and this is Dirty 30. This is Dirty 30.
And it's your boy Cray. This is Dirty. Okay, that's gonna be a tongue twister. We're gonna do a tongue twister challenge. We're gonna challenge niggas to say Dirty 30 as fast as they can possibly say it without saying dirty.
What?
Or 30.
What? Oh my god.
You know how you say, you know how you try to say dirty. It's a tongue twister, bro.
Keep in mind, this is produced by Live Watch Sound and Entertainment. Oh,
we even give out a t-shirt.
Yeah. We do.
If anybody can do it, we could give y'all a free t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? In one of these. Yeah. We challenge you all. Dirty 30. You gotta do it. How many times? Like 15 or 20?
20.
If you can say dirty 30 20 times, we'll send you a free t-shirt.
There you go. Simple as that. That's the challenge.
Y'all gotta send it. Y'all gotta post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram and stuff. We gotta be able to see it.
And hashtag Dirty Mouth Radio.
Hashtag Dirty Mouth Radio.
Straight like that. You want to go first? You want me to go first, man?
Oh, son, you got it, son. It don't matter, son. Ain't nothing but a G thing, Woody.
Oh my god, you know what this nigga did? This nigga wild out.
We in H-Town. We close to New Orleans and all that shit. They be saying that shit. This shit is cool. What up, Woody?
Oh shoot! Oh my god.
It's cool bad word. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's cool as shit.
All right, man. So okay. So for people that are listening to this, it might be a little spoiler alert up in this episode. So if you ain't seen the movie James Bond, then go watch it and then look at this episode, because I'm about to spoil it. All right, son. You know we went to go see that James Bond joint. What you think about it?
All right. Me, I was always kind of like funny about James Bond, period. Because, I don't know, James Bond this last dude, what's the actor's name?
Daniel Craig.
Yes. When he first stepped on the scene as Batman, as 007, I was like, he a real ass nigga. I like this James Bond. Cause you know James Bond used to being like smooth and suave. He don't hardly get no scratches on him, don't get touched or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know, he's the ladies' man. And I always did like that aspect, you know?
Yeah.
But after a while, it's like the James Bonds kind of start being the same to me. Somebody trying to destroy the world and do some catastrophic bullshit.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
You know, I think I kind of fell off at like GoldenEye.
Really?
I think I did.
GoldenEye was way before Daniel Craig. So Daniel Craig brought it back for you.
Yeah, Daniel Craig brought it back.
Okay.
When he kept on the scene, I was like, this nigga real, because he was rough. He was getting dirty. Son,
yeah,
you know?
he was. Yeah.
But this last James Bond movie, it was too peaceful. It wasn't no like challenge. On top of that, like the shit that pissed me off the most was 007 was a black woman. Now, stop everybody, because y'all thinking that I'm saying that it's wrong that she was a 007. No, that shit was perfect. She was a 007 black woman, but they ain't hardly give her no goddamn action parts. How the fuck do you do that? James Bond is an old ass nigga. They call himself Commander Bond. What commander you know is out here in the field flipping niggas and shooting people in the head? I don't know no commander in the world that does that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
007 is the agent that does all the cool shit. He is the number one motherfucking field agent.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fuck she 07 and all you see is her driving and talking. She didn't even do no fucking interview. She didn't even do no interrogations, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, okay, if she's the new 007, and then this is the fuck shit. Then they try to take her title as soon as this nigga came back and give it back to him.
They reassigned him. They reinstated him. Yeah.
But reinstated him as a 007, as the 007?
Because
dog?
he was 007. He
But what
was.
the fuck? Nigga quit. How you gonna take my title and give it to this bitch nigga? He ain't been around, nigga. I've been here.
But the thing about it, she gave it up though. It wasn't like they just took it from her. She gave it to that nigga.
He didn't have a choice, son.
She ain't had no choice.
No,
How she not have a choice?
They was standing in that office and he was like, James Bond is being reinstated. And she was like, as a what? As a 00. As a 00.
You know what?
What?
Yeah, you're right. They did say that. As a 00. You're right. You're right. Now I'm gonna give you my take on it. Now for people that go ahead.
The only reason that she gave that nigga to him, gave 007 to him, is out of sympathy for a personal issue that he had going on and shit.
True.
Now, if the roles was reversed, would that have happened?
Who knows? Probably not though. Probably not. You know.
So go ahead. But give your illustration.
All right, man. So for the people that don't know, I'm a diehard James Bond fan. Okay, I've always loved James Bond. I got the DVD collection of all the movies. I am a James Bond head. I love that shit. Okay, even from the joints back in the goddamn times where black people couldn't do shit. Okay, like them damn times of James Bond. Like I love that shit. Ian Fleming, that's my dude. Like I fuck with it. This last movie, right? Was a downfall for me. It wasn't a total downfall, but it compared to all the other ones, it tanked for me. Only because I just did not like the whole execution of how they did the shit. I just didn't like I said, man, spoiler alert. Daniel Craig died. Okay? He died in the joint. All right.
Oh yeah, he did fucking die.
He did. Like, and it was no like real fight. Like the motherfucker could have got off the goddamn island. Like, come on, man. He could have done shit.
He is James Bond.
Yeah, like granted, now, there was more things to it because he did have a little virus shit on him and shit. I give you that part. That part was executed perfectly. How they had the villains, how they had the evil shit and all these viruses and shit. That shit was real as fuck. But the part that killed it for me most, and people are gonna hate me for this shit, I did not like the fact that they reinstated him with this girl. Okay? Now, pause on the whole subject, okay? Now let me say this before I get canceled out this motherfucker like fucking Dave Chappelle, okay? I love women, okay? I love black women. I love white women. I love Spanish. I love them all. I love women, okay? I don't think that she should have been James Bond. Let me put this way. She shouldn't have been 007.
What?
Okay? I think she should have had a different role, son. I think she should have. What is going to happen with the rest of the damn movie franchise at this point? It's not going to be James Bond. Do we even know what her name was?
I forget what her name. But that's what I'm saying. They didn't give her enough parts.
And that's another part that I wanted to talk about because they did not really give her a serious. They give her like an introductory role into the whole 007 franchise. You know, I think people get it twisted because they always correlate James Bond to 007, and I think in this movie they're trying to separate what James Bond is and what 007 is. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
007 is the title that you're given. James Bond is his name.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's gonna be 007, but 007 is gonna be a black female.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I think that shit is cool though, because like, can there be more than one 007, or is it always just one 007?
No, I mean it could be more than. I mean, no, 007 is one particular person, because you have a 006 as well. You had different agents, agents with different 00s. It's like that's just kind of how it went. It's always been like that. All of them got a license to kill. But this, I mean, we can dissect the movie all we want. But my main point on this subject, because we only got 4 minutes for my part, I just don't. Do you think that the 007 could be a black woman? Should be a black woman. Should be a woman.
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Do I think that she should be that 007 should be a black woman?
Should be. Well, I don't want to just put in black woman, but I want to say woman. And do you think that the movie franchise is still gonna take off with it being a black woman?
All right. So when you say it, okay, now when you go and you explain about like 007, you thinking like, you know, that 007 shouldn't be a black or a woman, and you're saying that she's kind of taking over. Like when you say that every agent has their own 007 tag, it's like, okay, now I get what you're saying. 007's tag is a man. It's always been a man.
Yeah.
She could have been just as cool as a 004 or a 003 or a 001 or you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, so when you say there's other 00s, I'm like, okay, that would be better for a black woman to have her own title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
now it's like she just walking in the footsteps of another white man and shit. To me, that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I see it like that.
To me, when you introduce somebody like that, somebody new to the shit, they gotta be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You can't just bring somebody in somebody else's position and be like, this is what we gonna do just so we can appease to the female rights type of shit. Like we trying to change everything and make it homosexual and make it feminine and shit. It's like, okay, why can't there just be two 00s? Why can't you just have your 007 and then you have your 006 movies? If you do it like that, you make more money and you bring different people to the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And then what if you made it a show and then you just brought them together at some point in time? They can just intersect or some shit, or they work with each other. Whoever.
It was a variety of different ways. Now, do I give them credit for them having a black woman doing it? Because nobody knew they was gonna do that.
They ain't have to do that.
I give them props for that. It was just the execution, and that's how it was. And granted, we don't know how it's gonna go. We don't know. It can, because they made it vague for a reason. They gave her an introductory role. It should have been a hell of a lot more action so we could see what she brings to the table. A hell of a lot more. They bullshitted on her.
They bullshitted like a motherfucker.
But even Daniel Craig said, yo, the 007 has always been like a man's role. They should have gave her a not really a supporting role, but another role, like you just said. That's kind of how he described it.
Yeah,
that's just how I feel. Like,
you want to, because 007 is at the top of their shit. Like they're the best. Yeah. Or like they're the ones that you notice the most. So it's like if they gave her the role of 007, she should be just as tight. It's like they was in the jungle and he was the only one doing all the work. It's like, where's the black girl?
Exactly. Like
there was a black 007, right? Like they didn't make her do no action to the end. And which I gotta say, she fucking killed that shit. That little ass piece of time that she had to kill people and shoot and move and shit,
she did.
She was busting that fucking part down, son.
She did.
And that shit was tight as fuck. Like how she moved through the room, how she held her gun, how she focused, like her whole facial strategy and shit. That's like her acting is on point. The girl got the fucking shit down pat.
She do.
Even in the beginning of the movie when she just kind of walked up on him like an island girl and kind of gave him a ride back to his place. Yeah. And she was all, you know, she popped that wig off. She had the shortcut and it was like, what? We didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no
this
bullshit.
A black girl for real.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I guess, I don't know. This is sister. Dark skin, chocolate sister, just moving and talking. She was dope as fuck. But I was pissed that they ain't give her no fucking roles. Like, she can't jump out no planes. She can't save the nigga Bond, like, so that he can be filled like like they should have left it to where it's like he knows that the world's gonna be in good hands with her. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of like her introductory. Like, yo, I'm the new 007. Not taking this from me. I don't care if you come back or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She should have saved his ass more. Cause you know in these movies, it's always the female saving these niggas' asses and shit.
Yeah.
Even in the superhero shits like Thor and fucking goddamn Iron Man in the car and X-Men in the shows or in the cartoons, it was always a female that was busting ass.
That's true.
Storm come up in the room, it's a wrap. We can't beat Storm. You can't beat Storm. She controls weather, nigga. Lightning, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's a wrap. Let's call this a wrap.
That's real.
Magneto's not doing shit against Storm, which that's good. That's like, since we're talking about black females, they should make a fucking Storm movie, nigga.
I don't know why they haven't. That's what I don't
Because they
like.
some pussy ass niggas and they thought Phoenix was going to blow up and that shit didn't. That shit flopped like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Storm is the shit, son.
She's very underrated.
Fuck with fucking Black Panther, dog. That was her husband, dog, in a universe. Like, wasn't they son Static Shock or some shit? Or no, it wasn't. No,
Static Shock was totally different.
He fucked, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me not even throw that in there. But anyway, like, that right there, bro, would be a movie of the year, bro.
It would.
You can have any, like, it's so many women who could play that shit.
Yeah. That's real, man. That's what I had on my aspect, man. What you got on yours, man?
I mean, shit. We don't gotta stop talking about it, but mine was kind of along the lines of some more serious type shit.
Okay.
It goes down to like some business. I don't think we would have enough time to talk about it, but we can get it started. So I had an idea one day. I was just walking around cleaning up and shit like that. And I thought and I'm thinking about like stocks and money and how we always talking about business and opportunities and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I started thinking like the black man is kind of late to the party. Like we had all the Afro-American or the African or whoever, whatever the fuck you want to call us and shit, right? In the beginning, before America, before the slave trade and all that bullshit, like we was the ones in power. Like Africa was in power and shit, right?
Yeah.
Had all the bread. Slave trade come, the wars come, they take our people, slave ships and all that shit, brought us over to America and made us slaves and shit like that. So when we became slaves, we fell behind. You know what I'm saying? We were kept from the progression of the world. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
We were instrumental in it very, very heavily. Like we built things, we designed things, and pretty much the white man just got paid off of our labor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made bread. They didn't have to work as hard. They could have as many children as they wanted. They filled up this country with children, made us do all the fucking work, and made themselves seem like they were doing more work because they were the ones organizing and managing us.
Yeah.
But whatever. So when stocks and shit start coming about, you know, those types of industries, the gold rush, you know, stocks, the space race, all of that shit, wars and shit like that, presidential elections, we missed out on all that shit. We could not participate in any of that shit to a certain degree. Like not the majority of us.
Yeah.
So over the years, you think about, I don't know how many years has it been since slavery, 200 or some shit like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Crazy amount. I don't know how many years. It's been a lot of years. Over that time, we have fell back. We had to reteach ourselves or increase our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like we were stupid. We just didn't have we didn't have that point where we could add on to what it is that we already know.
Okay.
So we missed computers. We missed. Well, we didn't miss computer. I mean, but certain select. We weren't all inclusive. You know.
Yeah.
So like the white man and some of these other races kind of advanced up on us and shit, blew past us and shit. Now the African Americans are kind of stuck in a place where it's like we've made it to a point where a lot of us can be successful and manage money and have, you know, bread and live a middle class life and shit, but it's still not enough of us. And the majority of the rich motherfuckers in this country are who?
White.
White. Okay. So it's like, I was like, damn, what if when we came to this country, we did have an opportunity to get in at those points, like the majority of us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What if we could have been the ones who had the opportunity to find the gold bars and find out where that shit was and mine that shit? What if we were the ones who could get into the stock trade and trade just as equally with these people? What if we were the ones who were in the space age and, you know what I'm saying, really working in those fields, developing computers, really giving the chance and the opportunity, getting the money necessary to build up our ideas, our concepts, teams and shit so that we could network and maneuver and build more? What if we did have that opportunity at the same time that these white folks did?
See, now that that last part you just said made the whole difference, because you got some people and some evidence that has shown that we did do that shit.
But I'm talking about, and I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about on a wider spread level, like from the whole Americas, not where half of America was slave and half of America was motherfucking free, but not really free. We working in textiles and shit like that. I'm talking about if everybody was on the same shit. It was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fucking slaves. We all came to this country and we helped build that motherfucker up. Everybody on a type of currency or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And when something popped off, like gold, when that shit just popped off, we were right there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our group of people was right here with their group of people, and we decided to fucking do the shit.
Yeah.
What would, not just America, but what would the world look like? What type of society would we live in today? Like, you know, just think, you got to use your imagination for that shit.
Yeah, and you do, but I think honestly, it wouldn't be like, I don't think it'll be totally prosperous and like the promised land type shit, to be honest. And the only reason why I say that is because you got the element of greed. Somebody's gonna get greedy. Somebody's gonna want more. And somebody's gonna try to fuck somebody else over to get more. So I think it'll be like what it is now.
You think so?
I would think it would be in the aspect of.
So what do you think that we would be on the bottom?
Huh?
Or would we be? I said, well, do you think? And this is the point I'm trying to get to. Do you think that in this racial race, because that's what it is, it's called race. Why do you think that it's called race?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because it's a fucking race.
Yeah.
It's not black and white. It's a race whether the blacks or the whites can win.
Yeah.
Who can win first?
Yeah.
Chinese, Asians, or Asians, Chinese, Koreans, blacks, Japanese, Mongols, however far you want to go, Egyptians, whoever you want to go back to.
Yeah.
It's a race.
Yeah.
To see who can stand at the top. If we had the same opportunities and we started at the same time and never went through that slave shit, where would our position as a black society, as people of
we would be up there.
Complexion.
That's without a doubt. We'd be up there. We'd be damn near to the top.
You'd probably still be at the top, bro. Yeah. There is no we would be at the top. We would still be at the top.
Yeah, well,
it sucks. It's kind of sad to say that shit, but on some real nigga shit, if y'all think about how these European or that side of the world decided to come over to Africa and do what the fuck they did, like we already had their dream in our hands.
Yeah, we did.
What they did was they took that idea, they took that logic, all of that stuff, they incorporated into what they wanted.
Yeah.
And they found a way to beat our asses because we had everything, we didn't see it coming.
And that was like I say, that was like our biggest downfall. It wasn't it wasn't that we just didn't see it coming, but we accepted it with open arms. We accepted other people with open arms without seeing any type of like ulterior motive with them. You see what I'm saying? That's where we would, because from what we see and what we have here, like the evidence, it shows that we had the mindset of we got all the abundant natural resources and we have a lot of it. We don't mind sharing it. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and we have the people. Yeah, it's like
so it was like we weren't. They came over here saying, okay, I want to take this because they got a lot of it. They don't realize what they got. But we're like, we realize what we have, and we have a lot of it. We don't mind sharing. So but they was like, no, we want more than just share. We want to take this shit.
Yeah,
and
because if you think,
we didn't have no defenses for that. You know,
right? Because and one of the things that was kind of fucked up about it is if Africa was united on a complete front. There's so many different places and areas in Africa that like it's kind of really difficult to unite a continent of that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? These Westerners or Easterners or Northerners or Southerners, whoever the fuck you want to look at, if we live on a ball, there is no north, south, east, or west, motherfucker. It's a ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wherever on the hemisphere these motherfuckers live, okay, you talking west, we going this way. Whatever. We get past. North, south, east, and west is a 2-dimensional type of fucking shit. It's not 3-dimensional. It's not
it's
3-dimensional.
Man-made. It's actually not even supposed to be like. It's actually upside down.
You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-dimensional mindset. We live in a 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional type of reality.
Yeah.
But whatever. But when you come from those people's country, even now when you go back, it's like their food, like people always talk about how bad their food is, or they don't have enough resources to support where they live. It's super cold. They don't have a lot of animals and stuff to help grow or build or whatever they need to do. They just sheeps and you know what I'm saying? They don't have African animals.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like if you look at the animal world, it's like Africans, the continent, we were like in abundance. So we were kind of like the gazelles. We had all the grass. We didn't need to be carnivores. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need to kill because there was an abundance of it. It was everywhere, you know. And then there was enough of us to mine it and then put it back into the earth so that it can grow up. You know what I'm saying? If you think about a gazelle, they fertilize the soil so that the soil can grow more grass for them to eat and reproduce, and all the animals eat off the natural resources of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In turn, when there's water, it helps out with the grass growing process and all of that shit.
Yeah.
At one point in time, Africa was very abundant in that resource. It had water, it had grass, it had crazy shit.
It still does. It still does.
You know what I'm saying? If you go over here to the European area, it's cold. It gets cold for long periods of time.
Yeah.
That shit frosts the ground, and big animals can't really, you know what I'm saying? They got moose and shit, but whatever.
Yeah.
So when they came over to our culture, it was like, they got all of this shit. We want to take it. They don't know what they got. We the lions. We're going to hide in the grass. There's fewer numbers of us, but we fight in packs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take them out, kill them, and we're going to kill their babies first. You know what I'm saying? Because they the easy ones to get to.
Yeah.
Once we get in, we're going to send this guy in here. He going to talk to him. We're going to send these Christian niggas up in there. They going to talk this shit about God and Jesus and all that shit. Make them feel like their life is really a piece of shit. And we can make it better if they repent and take all this pain and suffering and shit like that. God gonna bless them with some good shit.
Religious
but they
warfare.
Right, but their God has, or whoever they believe in has already blessed them with abundance. Why would they need to go through that shit? They fucking flipped the script on us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, God, This is the Templars and all that shit started to come.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church, Catholics, all of that shit started. They're gonna send them niggas over there in peace, or what they think it is.
Yep.
You know, then we gonna start sending ourselves like, oh yeah, we just want to come over here and get a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We need soldiers to protect ourselves. We don't know what your people are capable of. So now the soldiers and shit start coming over that bitch. Start looking at, so they do got animals. Kill this fucking elephant. This is ivory. We can use it for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it turns into a motherfucking drug deal. Niggas coming over here stealing all the motherfucking resources and turning it into a drug and shit so that the masses can want it and want more of it and more and more, and it grows. blacks is like, yo, y'all taking too much. Like, oh, nigga, you don't want to give us the shit? Okay. All right, we'll leave.
Yeah.
Really, they hiding up in the mountain waiting until everybody go to sleep. Shank a nigga.
Yeah.
Now that's a street version. It ain't no smooth version, but this is the street politics.
Yeah.
This is how the shit looks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If you don't go to school and you don't know all that shit, this is what it sounds like on the street, nigga.
Yeah.
The whites was the lions. We was the herbivores over here chilling and relaxing. Shit.
Yeah.
They came into our little area, snuck up on us, grabbed our children first. Once our children start getting fucked up, then our feelings and emotions start getting into it. Then we start battling, and we fucking died. We got our ass whooped.
Yep.
You know,
it was a takeover.
The wolves. I shouldn't say lions. I should say wolves, because that's what the fuck they are.
Yeah, it was a takeover, dog. It really was. That shit, man. But like, back to your question, it's just, I mean, yeah, we'll be at the top. That shit, we had everything. I don't know. When we talk about it, I just wish we would have defended ourselves a little bit stronger. Because there wasn't even a term that talked about the there wasn't even a term for warrior. We weren't considered warriors. We didn't have that mentality. There was no reason for us to defend anything when we had so much in abundance. You see what I'm saying? We were just focused on really just developing our culture. And then people that came in, we embraced them. You see what I'm saying?
We had fighters though.
We didn't, but see, okay, so like I went to this little summit, right? And it was during Juneteenth. And there was this lady that was breaking everything down, and she had evidence of all of it. She had a whole presentation. She talked about that. In the initial times, we did not like the term warrior. We weren't really trying to defend anything. You see what I'm saying? Over time, it was like, okay, we have to start defending. But initially, it wasn't like that. It was okay, we're just building for our culture. We're doing what we got to do for us. We got all this stuff. We know how to use it. You know, they knew how the constellations work, the stars work. The pyramids was the freaking power planets. I mean, what do you call those? Shit, I'm drawing a blank. Pretty much like the power source. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, like a resource for energy or power.
Yeah. It was like a power plant. Energy. Power plant. That's what it was.
Okay.
Those were power plants. Like, they had so much knowledge and they were able to develop things that everything was going so well, they weren't thinking about defending anything. You see what I'm saying? And they had the mentality of bringing, when other people came, this is what we got. We can share it with you. But then when they started noticing what the hell was going on, then they had to develop the defenses. You see what I'm saying? I mean, hell, think about it. Even the Moors were the type that were showing people in Europe how to wash their ass. You see what I'm saying? That mentality of let me show you something, let me teach you something.
Irrigation systems and shit like that.
We taught a whole lot. Think about it. Over time, we've taught so many different things to so many different cultures. And we did that out of love. We ain't do it out of, some of that stuff we were forced to do over time. But initially, we ain't do it out of no hate. It was just out of love. Yeah. That's how it normally is with us. We choose to defend last because it's coded in us to help when people need help. That's just how we always been. That's
real shit.
Yeah,
because it can be even translated into like personal life. Like when I think about like when somebody asks me to do a service for them and shit, like taking pictures or like working on a beat or some shit like that. It's like these is my people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we've developed this mindset where it's like I need to get paid for everything I do. Like nigga, I'm working. I'm trying to get this money. I'm working for this money. But like. I have a conflict every time. I'm like, I need to get bread, but I want this relationship. I want this thing to keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep making these songs for you. I want to keep doing these photography photos and shit. I want to keep making shirts and shit. Like, it's like we do the service and then the person pays us the bread and then you don't hear from for like 8 years and shit. It's like I'm trying to build a bond. Like, I don't want you to use me for your come up, and then when you get to the point where you're making bread, now you switch over to these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
I want to come up too, you know?
Yeah.
And like when I do shit, it's a conflict because I want to do it out of love because I want us to build a relationship. But when you try to do shit for the love, people fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They get over on you. It's like now you owe me what's due, and you don't even want to give me what's due. You know what I'm saying? Fuck any extra shit. Like, you know, I'm not even thinking about what extra things you can give me. You don't even want to give me what I'm supposed to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said that you would pay me. We talked about this. You know, now you talking about, oh, I gotta go do this.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta go over here. Oh, I'm gonna get you your bread next week. That shit should have already been taken care of. Like,
exactly. That has nothing to do with me.
I gave you a certain price because I know where you are in life, and I'm trying to be there for you to help you out. Now you trying to fuck me over, and that's some bullshit. Because you wouldn't do that shit to no real institution. You wouldn't do that shit to Bank of America. You wouldn't do that shit to McDonald's. Take the food, or I'll come back and give you the bread. No, nigga, you gonna have the bread like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's why, like, we as black people have become so like rigid and tough and like fuck you. Like, we can become so much harder on our people and shit. Like, if you don't give me this bread, I'm gonna have to murk you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sucks. You know, and that type of lingo goes for a business situation as well as a street situation. Like, when I say murder, I don't just mean like kill you physically. I mean like fire you or cut your company or cut your funds or cause
there's going to be a consequence. Yeah.
Right. Some type of fucking altercation. It's
That's
like,
right.
but I mean, you want to do shit for the love, but it's like, damn, like, I gotta eat, and I'm not trying to get fucked over. You dig?
Yep. That's real, man. Hey, well, I was 30, man.
Yeah.
That was a quick ass 30. That was a quick ass 30. Hey.
30.
You crazy.
There's no way I can't see anybody saying that 20 times straight, bro, without messing up.
Hey, yo. I mean, if they can, they got a shirt out of it, man.
Yeah.
So let us see it. Let us see it. Hey,
I hope we get people to do it.
Hey, with that being said, this is your boy Kemetic Energy.
Boy Kraynupe.
And this is Dirty 30, produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. Have a nice night, people.
Peace, people.
This show is produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. If you're looking to rent premium sound equipment for your next concert or podcast at a low price, go to www.livewiresoundent.com.
Dirty Mouth Radio.